Hi, my name is Steve Alleyne. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Association of Retired Persons, known as BARP. First of all, I think the founders had a brilliant idea and a vision for seniors in Barbados. And because of that vision, they understood that they needed a structured association, a structured body that would have been able to advocate, be able to talk about policies to protect seniors. And because of that, I believe seniors are viewed differently in Barbados. And because of that, they make a positive impact to Barbados. First of all, I am inspired by members themselves. We have persons 75 years old, 80 years old, who are not computer literate but wants to learn. That is a positive attribute. I'm also inspired by our volunteers. And I want to single out here that over the years, many of the boards, successive boards, have all been volunteers. But the passion, the purpose that the boards bring to the association inspires us in terms of the team of BARP. And that is my inspiration, because when I see that the volunteers, in terms of the leaders who are all BARP members, but who are all retired, but still willing to put in the time and the passion and the purpose, then it says to me that you got to be able to do it too as well. And at the end there, the board, like us at BARP, we are here to serve our members. And service is the high point of why we exist. I want to see a lot of what we say intergenerational programs. Programs where the younger persons can meet with the older persons, because at the end of the day, all BARP members have a lot of experience. And we need to be able to share these experience with our younger persons. And therefore, mentoring is one thing that we want us to be taking part more of, so we can share. We also want to be able to allow them to expand in terms of the wellness and digital initiatives. Make sure that when they're aging, we want to make sure they're aging healthy. We want to be confident, they want to be connected. So the programs that help drive these things is what we would want to see going forward. Anything that helps our members to live a full life of retirement and comfortable, putting programs here to reach those goals. I think it starts by us, by both groups being able to listen and connect with each other. The thing about BARP members, the experiences or the stories they have to tell cannot be Googled. They need to be able to work together, listen to each other, and be able to share these stories so that you learn from them. And also, the members need to learn from the younger people too as well, because it's one society and one can't exist without the other. So we need to be able to have more spaces where that sort of collaboration can take place. I would say it has changed tremendously, and that is because of BARP. It's associations that represent seniors. The association is 22,000 strong, so therefore it matters when BARP speaks. And therefore, people now see retirement not as an end game, but as a beginning, because there's still things that we can do and we ain't ready to quit yet. And people are seeing now seniors as assets, not burdens. Corporate Barbados works with us, the government works with BARP. All the NGOs work with us because they see us as a vital cog in the whole Barbados country, helping to shape the type of country that we all want to live in. I think we can learn about resilience and unity, community drive. Our BARP was built by those persons who had a vision and who refused to be ignored. They always were able to speak out, and that is important as we go further into life, because we need to be able to look out for each other. We need to work together as a community. We also need to be resilient, because there are going to be hard roads ahead. As a BARP person, you're 80 years old, you would have not all passed through all good times. You would have passed through good times and you would have passed through bad times. But the resilience to keep going, resilience that when you fall down, you get back up. Those are things that we need to be teaching to our young persons, to know that failure is not an end game. Failure is only an end game if you don't get back up. But once you are resilient to get back up, to move on, to learn from the failure, that's the positive move. I think our members, if not all, most of our members would have gone through difficulties, but at the end of the day, they got back up and carried on. And that's why they're here now 80, 90 years, 100 years, because that is what you do in terms of resilience. I think BARP should continue to grow and lead our seniors, continue to be a voice for our seniors, continue to advocate for policies that protect the rights of seniors, protect our pensioners, create opportunities that allow our seniors to live with dignity, comfortable, And also, I think we should be able to set an example that other regions within the region can look at us as that voice for seniors. Aging touches everybody, and if you're lucky, we will live to age. But our organization at BARP is required because we have to be able to speak for our members. We have to be able to advocate. We have to be able to work with other NGOs. We have to be able to work with government, private sector, to be able to protect the rights of our elderly, of our seniors. We have to care for our seniors. But an organization like BARP, which is a structured organization, which is an organization that has been around for 30 years, and 30 years is not 30 days. So that means that the successive boards would have to be doing quite a bit that was correct. And therefore, without an institution like BARP that can speak out, who else would? And therefore, it stands a chance that without BARP, a lot of what we would like to do for our seniors would not be accomplished. Thank you for the Chief Executive Officer of BARP, Steve Alleyne. Have a nice day.